Atomy Good Sleep Lactium. Good sleep, better life. A lively day is open through health sleep. A health functional food for sleep recognized by the Ministry of Food and Drug Safety that's safe to take for long periods of time. For a good day, you need a good morning, and for a good morning, you need good quality sleep. Theanine, which can help with stress-induced tension, and lactium, which improves sleep quality for tired modern people. Atomy Good Sleep Lactium gives you a healthy sleep and a lively day. Good sleep, better life. Atomy Good Sleep Lactium. Atomy Good Sleep Lactium specialties. With lactium, a sleep health ingredient found in milk that is safe to consume over long periods, and theanine, which can help relieve tension caused by stress. Simultaneously take care of sleep health and stress-induced tension. 1. Lactium, an individual raw material recognized for sleep health functionality, safe milk-derived ingredients safe to consume over a long period of time. 2. Lactium plus theanine among 4 complex functional properties that simultaneously care for sleep health and stress-induced tension. Lactium plus theanine plus magnesium plus vitamin B6. 3. Human application test results of lactium, a functional raw ingredient, decreased elevation time, decreased awakening time after elevation, increased total sleep time, increased sleep efficiency. 4. Atomy Good Sleep Lactium Supplementary Ingredients Pick. Contains 5 types of supplementary ingredients such as tart cherry, plant mixture extract powder and others. Safe milk-derived ingredients for good quality sleep. Atomy Good Sleep Lactium. Product details. Product name: Atomy Good Sleep Lactium. Product type: Heath functional food, milk protein-based hydrolysate, lactium, theanine, magnesium, vitamin B6. Packing unit capacity, weight, quantity: 700 mg by 60 capsules. Ingredients: milk protein hydrolysate, lactium, L-theanine, magnesium oxide, rice bran powder, pyridoxine hydrochloride, microcrystalline cellulose, carboxymethyl cellulose calcium, herbal melatonin, alfalfa concentrated powder 80%, chlorella SPP 0.14%, oryza sativa 6%, L-tryptophan, magnesium stearate, stearic acid, hydroxypropylmethyl cellulose, HPMC, hydroxypropyl cellulose, HPC, thyme flavor powder, dextran 91%, thyme oil 9%, glycerin esters of fatty acids, rosemary extract powder, Montmorency tart cherry powder, milk contained. Intake method: take once a day, 2 capsules at a time with sufficient water. Storage method: store at room temperature with little moisture and no sunlight. Keep out of reach of children. Nutritional information. The table shows the nutrition information per daily intake of 2 capsules or 1,400 mg of Atomy Good Sleep Lactium. Milk protein-based hydrolysate, lactium, number 2020-2, may help improve sleep quality. Theanine can help relieve stress tension. Magnesium necessary for energy use, necessary for maintaining nerve and muscle function. Vitamin B6 necessary for protein and amino acid utilization, necessary to keep homocystizing suins in the blood normal. Product information. 1. What is safe milk-derived lactium? Milk protein-based hydrolysate. Recognized by the Ministry of Food and Drug Safety as an individually recognized raw ingredient for its functionality for improving sleep quality. Physiologically active ingredients made by hydrolysis of casein protein, one of the milk proteins. Low risk of trouble due to low lactose content of less than 0.6% in the form of semi-protein peptide. Have you heard that a glass of milk helps for when you can't fall asleep easily? Lactium is a raw material developed based on the fact that milk helps you fall asleep, with the tranquility of a child who falls asleep after drinking milk. Product information. 2. Atomy Good Sleep Lactium uses 100% trustworthy lactium from French company Ingredia. 100% use of lactium from Ingredia, a 70-year-old French company specialized in milk processing. 100% French lactium from French company Ingredia has registered 3 patents, Europe patent, US patent, and Japan patent. Product information. 3. Atomy Good Sleep Lactium uses safe functional raw ingredient listed as an NDI, new dietary ingredient, by the US FDA. The lactium has been listed as an NDI in 2004, listed number, NDI No.242. Product information. 4. Lactium plus theanine takes care of sleep health and stress-induced tension at the same time. Atomy Good Sleep Lactium, which contains all 4 functionalities. Milk protein-based hydrolysate, lactium, as 1 casein 6.3 mg can help improve sleep quality. Theanine 200 mg can help relieve stress-related tension. Magnesium 95 mg is necessary for maintaining nerve and muscle function necessary for energy utilization. Vitamin B6 0.45 mg is necessary to maintain blood homocysteine levels, required for protein and amino acid utilization. Product information 5. Results of human clinical trials of functional ingredient, lactium. A significant improvement in sleep health-related indicators is confirmed as a result of the human clinical trials for Koreans, clinical study of the effects of alpha-S1 casein hydrolysate on sleep disturbance. The target test group is 24 people with poor sleep in Korea. During 4 weeks they took 300 mg of lactose solution. The study results indicate increased total time of sleep, increased sleep effectiveness, reduced awakening time after hypnagogic state, and reduced sleep hypnagogic time. Sleep quality is the ratio of time laying down to actual sleep. Hypnagogic time is the time it takes until you fall asleep. Significant improvements in sleep-related indicators such as reduction of hypnagogic time, reduction of awakening time after hypnagogic state, and increase of total sleep time were identified according to human application test results. Reduced hypnagogic time. This table shows the comparison of sleep parameters between control, placebo, and test groups. Reduced awakening time after hypnagogic state. This table shows the comparison of sleep parameters between control, placebo, and test groups. Increase in total sleep time. This table shows comparison of sleep parameters between control, placebo, and test groups. Human clinical trial results confirm increased sleep efficiency in subjective, objective indicators after 4 weeks of intake, as indicated in these graphics. Product features of Atomy Good Sleep Lactium. Atomy Good Sleep Lactium supplementary ingredients pick. Atomy Good Sleep Lactium contains 5 supplementary ingredients. They are tart cherry concentrated powder, plant mixture extract powder, rosemary cut extraction powder, thyme scent powder, and L-tryptophan. Studies have shown that consuming tart cherry juice may lead to elevated melatonin levels in the body, potentially promoting more restful sleep. Additionally, tart cherries contain compounds that may reduce inflammation, which can also contribute to improved sleep by alleviating discomfort and promoting relaxation. Consuming rosemary extract shows important clinical effects on mood, learning, memory, pain, anxiety, and sleep. Thyme can help anxious people to relax. The amino acid tryptophan produces melatonin in the body to support natural, restful sleep. Melatonin is a hormone and regulates the body's wake and sleep cycle. Atomy Good Sleep Lactium is recommended for these people. Anyone who is worries about their quality of sleep deteriorating. Anyone who wants a good night's sleep. Anyone who is an office worker or test taker suffering from lack of sleep. Anyone who is a parent who can't sleep well because of their children. Anyone who is very sensitive and tossing and turning at dawn. Anyone who wants to have a refreshing morning. Precautions when taking Atomy Good Sleep Lactium. 1. In the case of any special conditions or allergies, there may be excessive effects depending on the individual, so please check the ingredients before taking them. 2. Do not consume if expired. 3. Do not consume the silica gel packet inside the container. 4. Pregnant women, breastfeeding women and children should be careful when consuming. 5. People who are allergic to milk and dairy products should be careful when consuming. Health information. What is sleep? Sleep is an essential and important physiological phenomenon that performs functions. This includes tissue recovery, especially the central nervous system, energy storage, body temperature control, sensation, and inadequate memory from overloaded brains. Most essential for maintaining physical and mental health. Types of sleep. Sleep consists of REM sleep, which affects memory storage and brain function, and non-REM sleep in the deepest state. You must alternate between maintaining the 2 types of sleep to help you sleep soundly. In normal adults' night sleep, 4 to 6, REM sleep, non-REM sleep, cycles are repeated. Normal sleep structure. Non-REM sleep, non-rapid eye movement sleep, takes up to 75 to 80% of total sleep time. REM sleep, rapid eye movement sleep, takes up to 20 to 25% of total sleep time. South Korea, the country with the shortest average sleep rate among OECD countries. Average daily sleep time by country is shown in this graphic. The average sleep time of Koreans is 7 hours and 41 minutes, which is about 1 hour and 20 minutes shorter than the OECD average of 8 hours and 22 minutes, ranking the lowest among OECD countries. Modern people in South Korea with increasing symptoms of sleep disorders. As people get older, their sleeping hours are decreasing, and the number of medical causes caused by sleep time and sleep disorders is increasing every year, and modern Koreans are not getting enough sleep. Decreased sleep time with age. This graph shows that sleep duration decreases with age. Status of sleep disorders care by year. This graph shows the increase in the number of people undergoing treatment for sleep disorders from year to year. 10 mandatory health guidelines for sleeping well. Keep the bedroom cool, quiet and dark. Spend the hour before going to sleep quietly. Avoid using electronic devices such as mobile phones 1 hour before going to sleep. Sleep at the same time every night. Use a pillow that suits your body, pillow height 6 to 8 centimeters. Don't overeat 2 hours before sleeping. Avoid drinking before sleeping. Any exercise is good during the day, so do at least a few. Soak your body in warm water before sleeping. Go outside every day. Atomy Stomach Health Daily Care. Liquid formula that protects the gastric mucosa for a comfortable stomach. For the fundamentally strong stomach. Easily care for your stomach health with 1 stick a day. Individually approved raw ingredients for stomach health by the Ministry of Food and Drug Safety. What makes Atomy Stomach Health Daily Care so special? 1. Enriched with 11 supplementary ingredients. 2. Can easily take care of your stomach with 1 take. 3. Delicious and yummy with a fruity sweet and sour flavor. 4. 100% of daily intake value, contains 250 ml of honeysuckle, flowerbud extract. 5. Individually approved raw ingredients for stomach health by the Ministry of Food and Drug Safety, honeysuckle flowerbud extract. Atomy Stomach Health Daily Care contains the recommended daily amount of honeysuckle flowerbud extract that can help with your stomach health, protects the gastric mucosa and takes good care of your stomach. It's a liquid type with a refreshing fruity taste that you can enjoy deliciously and easily anytime, anywhere. Made with honeysuckle bud extract that can help with your stomach health. Atomy Stomach Health Daily Care, liquid formula that protects the gastric mucosa for a comfortable stomach. Product details. Product name, Atomy Stomach Health Daily Care. Product type, health functional food, honeysuckle flower bud extract. Quantity, 20 ml by 30 sticks. Ingredients. Honeysuckle flower bud extract, purified water, indigestible maltodextrin, isomaltolignosaccharide, apple concentrate, carrot cloudy concentrate, plum concentrate, red beet concentrate, tomato concentrate, pear concentrate, sodium alginate, red cabbage concentrate, complex herbal extract, natural apple flavor, locust bean gum, broccoli concentrate, kale concentrate, mandarin peel extract powder, licorice extract powder, beans processed products, enzyme-treated stevia, pineapple extract powder. How to consume. Take 1 stick per day. How to store. Store at a low room temperature out of humidity and direct sunlight and keep out of reach of children. Nutrition fact. The table shows the nutrition fact per daily intake of Atomy Stomach Health Daily Care, 1 pack of 120 ml. The ingredient honeysuckle flowerbud extract, number 2019-14, can help stomach health by protecting the gastric mucosa. Why is Atomy Stomach Health Daily Care different? A delicious fruit-flavored liquid gel made with 11 supplementary ingredients individually approved by the Ministry of Food and Drug Safety that can help with your stomach health. 1. Made with individual ingredients approved by the Ministry of Food and Drug Safety that can help stomach health by protecting the gastric mucosa. Contain 250 ml honeysuckle flower bud extract, 100% of daily intake value recommended by the Ministry of Food and Drug Safety. 2. Honeysuckle flower bud extract proved to improve stomach's health. 3. 11 carefully selected supplementary ingredients. 4. Delicious fruity sweet and sour taste liquid gel type to protect the stomach in a delicious and easy way. Product information number 1, honeysuckle flower bud extract, green Sarah F. Atomy Stomach Health Daily Care used 100% honeysuckle bud extract between May to October, after surviving the cold winter. Individual raw ingredients approved by the Ministry of Food and Drug Safety, number 2019-14, that can help stomach health by protecting the gastric mucosa. Honeysuckle flower, it can help stomach health by protecting the gastric mucosa. The leaves and stems of honeysuckle flower, with strong vitality to survive the winter, and honeysuckle flower and the flower buds that are like golden flowers. Traditional materials introduced in the Daily Records of Royal Secretariat of Joseon Dynasty, Donggibogam, Principles and Practice of Eastern Medicine. Manufacturing process of honeysuckle flower extract powder starting from water extract, filtering, concentration process, vacuum dry, and finally the extract powder is produced. This is the Health Functional Food Functional Raw Ingredient Certification number 2019-14. It can help stomach health by protecting the gastric mucosa with 250 mg a day, based on the honeysuckle flower bud extract. The certification is issued by the Ministry of Food and Drug Safety of South Korea. 4 patents have been registered for the functional raw ingredient honeysuckle flower bud extract. Human test trials results for the functional raw ingredient honeysuckle flower bud extract indicates that the overall score of gastrointestinal symptom scale decreased. The human test trials also indicate a reduction in upset stomach symptoms from gastrointestinal symptom rating scale, GSRS. Animal study results for the functional raw ingredient honeysuckle flower bud extract animal test results. These are test tube, animal study results of the functional raw ingredient honeysuckle flower bud extract and may not act the same in the human body. The animal test results indicate reduction of gastric damage, reduction of inflammation-related indicators, increased gastric mucus, increased of gastric mucus PGE2 concentration. Product information number 2, 11 carefully selected supplementary ingredients. Atomy Stomach Health Daily Care contains 11 carefully selected supplementary ingredients. They are kale, tomato, mandarin peel, licorice, sodium alginate, red beet, red cabbage, tofu products, plum, pineapple extract powder bromelain, and broccoli. Kale may help support a healthy and balanced gut microbiota. The high proportion of soluble and insoluble fiber, as well as certain plant compounds, found in kale may positively affect the balance and quantity of the live bacteria or probiotics found in your gut. Tomato boosts digestive health. The fluid and fiber in tomatoes may be helpful if you're prone to constipation. According to the USDA, one large tomato contains 6 ounces of fluid and 1.5 grams of fiber. For centuries, oil from citrus peels was used to stimulate the appetite and to promote good digestion. Tangerine peel is a good source of fiber. Multiple studies have shown that licorice root prevents and treats ulcers. It does this by increasing mucus production in the stomach, soothing the stomach lining. Licorice also increases the blood supply to the stomach, which promotes healing. In the presence of gastric acid, alginate forms a foamy gel that is like a raft floating on the surface of the gastric contents, and this barrier-like gel prevents acid reflux in GERD. Beets are high in fiber and promote the growth of good bacteria in your gut. Having plenty of healthy bacteria in your digestive system helps fight disease and boost your immune system. Fiber also improves digestion and reduces the risk of constipation. Red cabbage is a good source of fiber, including the insoluble variety which promotes regular bowel movements. The fiber in cabbage acts as a prebiotic, which means it's the type of fiber that provides a fuel source for the beneficial bacteria that live in your gut. Tofu contains a good amount of dietary fiber, which aids in digestion and promotes gut health. Plum may help in relieving constipation and digestive issues such as flatulence, indigestion, bloating and heartburn. Plums have been used as a mild laxative. Some people take bromelain to relieve stomach upset and the symptoms of digestive disorders. Due to its inflammation-reducing properties, some people use it as an adjunct therapy to treat inflammatory bowel disorders. Broccoli is an excellent source of dietary fiber, which not only aids digestion but also promotes satiety and helps maintain a healthy digestive system. Dietary fiber has been associated with reduced inflammation in the body. Product information number 3, fresh and delicious liquid gel. It's a refreshing liquid gel flavored with apple, beet, carrot, and plum that you can enjoy deliciously and easily anytime, anywhere. Easily manage stomach discomfort with 1 stick per day. It's a soft liquid gel type, so it's not burdensome to take it every day. Atomy Stomach Health Daily Care recommended for those who usually have stomach discomfort, those who have irregular meals due to overtime work or overeating, those who enjoy eating spicy and salty food, those who want to continuously take care of their stomach health, people who frequently consume instant food, those who are concerned about their stomach function weakening and want to take care of it, those who are concerned about stomach health, those who often feel bloated, older people with weakened digestion. Warning when taking Atomy Stomach Health Daily Care. 1. In the case of special conditions or allergies, some individuals may have hypersensitive reactions. Check the ingredients before consuming. 2. Do not consume if it is past the expiration date. 3. Pregnant women, lactating women and children should be cautious when consuming. 4. In case of side effects, stop use and consult a doctor. Health information. Importance of stomach's health. Functions of the stomach and gastric mucosa. Responsible for breaking the ingested food into small pieces for easy digestion. Secretion of pepsin, a digestive enzyme necessary to digest protein, one of the 3 essential nutrients. Low pH, sterilization effect. Secretion of gastric acid, digestive enzymes, and hormones necessary for digestion and sterilization. Protects the stomach from damage from the 2.5 L gastric acid produced every day. The need for gastric health care. Unlike the skin, the stomach in the body gets easily damaged and it's difficult to take care of it. As the stomach ages, the gastric mucosa becomes thinner, which can develop to chronic gastritis. In addition, when the gastric mucosa becomes thinner, gastric acid secretion decreases, which increases acidity, causing bacterial growth, and lowering nutrient absorption. As the gastric aging is getting faster and faster, it's necessary to take care of the stomach from an early age. What is gastritis? A condition in which the mucous membrane, which is the inner surface of the stomach, is exposed to irritating substances, causing an inflammatory reaction. Gastritis is divided into acute gastritis and chronic gastritis, accompanied by symptoms such as abdominal pain, indigestion, and vomiting. Hard to cure and prone to recurrence. Causes of gastritis. Spicy and salty eating habits. Excessive diet. Smoking, drinking, coffee. Taking medication. Helicobacter pylori infection. Stress. Overeating. Irregular eating pattern. Inflammation caused by irritating stimulation gastric mucosa. Chronic inflammation caused by infection causes abnormalities in the gastrointestinal motility and sensory function. Gastrointestinal Symptom Rating Scale, GSRS. International gastrointestinal symptoms includes 1. Abdominal pain. 2. Heartburn. 3. Acid reflux. 4. Scale. 5. Nausea and vomiting. 6. Fecal urgency. 7. Rectal tenesmus. 8. Epigastric pain and bloating. 9. Stomach growling. 10. Burping increased gassiness. 11. Diarrhea. 12. Hard feces. 13. Irritation on an empty stomach. 14. Decreased or increased feces.
All right. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. How's everybody going? Hope you guys enjoyed those two videos that we played this morning.
Great, 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 great.
Good morning. We're doing fantastic.
Great. All right, guys. So
Good
we're going to
morning,
go ahead
Nick. Good morning. Look like you
Good
had a great
morning.
cup
and
of coffee.
good morning. Yep. All right, guys. We're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to move on with our motto for this morning, and then after that, we'll play the company introduction video, and then we'll move on with our agenda for this morning. All right, so let me share my screen and bring up the motto. If you guys are available and able to unmute at this time, you can go ahead if you don't have a lot of noise in your background, and we can go ahead and get started with the company motto. 1 second. Let me find it. Shoot, I just had it there. All right, so we're going to give it to the count of 3, and then we'll go ahead and start the company motto. Okay, so everybody ready?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Cherish the
Vision.
Spirit.
Take the
Create
vision,
the
vision,
follow the faith,
Follow the faith.
serve
serve in
the
humility.
Humility.
Ja, ja,
Haja.
ja.
Haja.
Yay. So that's great, guys. So we're gonna, shoot. I closed the wrong thing. Oh, crap. Right, so guys, if you want to go ahead and mute back your mics, really appreciate it. Go back to history.
The company that has remained steadfast and kept the right principles. The company headed toward the world with the right principles. The company that grows with its customers and shares generously. We are Atomy. Atomy, which has been growing ever since its establishment in 2009, is a global network marketing company with a presence across the globe. Atomy's #1 goal of going beyond customer satisfaction to customer success continues to be its top priority to this day. Providing good quality products at reasonable prices, Atomy's competitiveness lies in the nature of distribution. The absolute quality and absolute price product philosophy that Atomy has practiced since its inception is included in all of its products, such as health functional foods, beauty, living, food, fashion, home appliances, and more. Atomy Hemohim surpassed 2 trillion Korean won in cumulative sales, ranked #1 in domestic health functional food exports. Developed as part of a national project by the Korea Atomic Energy Research Institute, Hemohim holds 23 international patents and made history in 2023 by being the first in the country to offer dual health benefits, immune boost, and fatigue relief. Absolute Skincare, a flagship product, has surpassed 1 trillion Korean won in cumulative sales. It received the King Sejong Award from the Korean Intellectual Property Office, a first in cosmetics, and was named a world-class product for next generation by the Ministry of Trade, Industry and Energy. Atomy prioritizes customers, earning customer-centered management certification for 3 consecutive years, a rare industry feat. Since opening its U.S. branch in 2010, Atomy has grown into a global hub, linking producers and consumers worldwide through 27 branches in Asia, South America, Oceania, and Europe. Atomy products have proven overwhelmingly popular in international markets, achieving the top export ranking for health functional foods and over-the-counter medications. Following the $300 million Export Tower Award, the company reached cumulative exports of $1.8 billion in 2024. After launching its EU branch, Atomy plans to expand globally, focusing on Africa, Central and South America, and other emerging markets. Atomy's GSGS strategy, which stands for Global Sourcing, Global Sales, allows the supply of products that align with the absolute quality and absolute price philosophy through Atomy's global sales network. Atomy's success system, in which the company runs all seminars, allows any member to succeed regardless of individual ability. This is the driving force behind Atomy's distinctive growth. Success seminars that bridge online and offline realms vividly communicate Atomy's vision to members worldwide, presenting a vision of global success that goes beyond time and space by merging business and culture. The X Project has been initiated to cultivate global leaders and empower active members around the world. Atomy continues to provide unwavering support for success, including the reopening of Songnisan Forest as a hub for the Atomy brand experience. To achieve absolute quality and absolute price, and to ensure commitment to quality from its partners, Atomy provides various support measures for partnering companies, such as cash payment within 1 week from delivery, interest-free operating fund loans, and joint quality management systems, among others. These create a culture of a company growth. Atomy is implementing various policies to ensure sustainable coexistence with the Earth. The company promotes resource recycling and environmental restoration through product renewals aimed at zero plastic initiatives, increasing the use of biodegradable plastics and eco-friendly materials, and introducing smart packaging solutions. Atomy's contributions surpass not only its industry and the distribution sector, but also stand at the top level nationally. Over the past 3 years, the company's donation percentage relative to revenue has been 30 times that of the distribution industry, ranking first among Korea's top 500 companies. As a result, it has earned various government awards and certifications, including the Government Award for Sustainable Management, Good Donor Award, Family Friendly Company, and Great Place to Work Korea. Atomy's culture of sharing has expanded beyond national borders, with the company, members, partner companies, and executives actively engaging in social contribution activities worldwide. The company that holds true to its principles while creating a new distribution culture. The company expanding globally with the trust of people around the world. The company that dreams of customer success while moving beyond customer satisfaction. The company that cherishes this spirit. We are proud Atomy.
Yes, we are proud Atomy. All right, so with any further ado, I'm gonna decrease and I'm gonna let Mr. CJ increase. Mr. CJ, if you want to go ahead and unmute and do
Mr. Nick,
this.
can you hear me, Nick? Can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear, sir.
One thing I'm not going to do, Nick, I am not going to allow you to decrease, nor Novlet, nor anyone on the call this morning, whether you're a guest, you're a consumer, you're a producer. We decrease for everyone else to increase, and we mean it. Nick, I thank you. You are so dependable, Nick, and we appreciate you. We appreciate you. Happy Friday, Freedom Friday, Freestyle Friday. We have come to the end, sadly, to another week. Momentum Mornings, we shut down for the weekend. And we just want to say to everyone, we appreciate you so much. Just want to just call some names. I see Valderine, yes, Valderine, and Thania, and Sylvia. Hi, Sylvia and Sonia. Welcome again. Sabrina, hi, and Rose. I see you, Rose, and Paula, and Ode. Glad to have you, Ode. Monique, hi. Mirana, good morning. Martin and Lutencia, I hope I got that right. Happy Friday to you. Lady Val Vanilande, good morning. Good morning, Greta. Gary, good morning to you, sir. Emma, good morning. Diane, and CEO Ruth. Good morning, Lovelet. Good morning, happy Friday. So we just want to say if there is anyone listening in on the call this morning, and if you are new, we want to welcome you. We also want to or speak into your phone. Tell us your name, who you might be calling from. And we will give you a minute just to do that if you are new on the call. And so to everyone on the call this morning, we invite your interaction. We are hoping sincerely as we pour out from morning to morning that Momentum Morning is making a difference in your world, in your personal life, your social life, your relational life, your wholeness, your wellness life, your knowledge of the products going into your personal wellness store, looking around that store, getting familiar with your shopping mall. We hope that we are helping to make a difference in your world from morning to morning, from week to week. We also hope that this year will be the year that we crack the code, that we expose our business and we expose Atomy here in this country and wherever you are. From time to time, joy shines in from Guyana. We have Colombia sometimes on the call. Wherever you are, let's get busy with our business. So sincerely hoping that we are making a difference in your world from day to day. So Nick, with that said, I hand it over to you to Novlet and to take it away. Freestyle Fridays. Here we go.
Alrighty, great. I'm going to go ahead and turn the stage to Novelet. She had a couple of interesting stuff to show us this morning. So I'm going to go ahead and introduce her, Miss Novelet Bryan. You can go on mute and take it from here. Thank you so much.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Mr. CJ says sad to see the week go, and I said happy to see this week go so we can move on to
I'm sorry.
and more prosperous.
Here we go. Here we go.
So this is the old. We're about to go into something new. So plan your week out. This weekend, take the time to sit down, as the Bible said. Write the vision, make it clear, put it on tablet. It works, people, when you put it on paper. So decide how many contacts do you want this? How many people do you want to present to this week? Put it on there, even if you don't know how you're going to meet these people. If you don't have anyone to present to, put it on there. Say, I want to do 2 or 3 or 4. And you might not get to your 4 this week, but you can leave it at 4. And as long as you keep it at that number, guess what? Our Heavenly Father will get you there. They said, don't ever change your goal. Even if you did not achieve it this month, you leave it the same and eventually you will get there and you will surpass it. So just keep going. But a lot of times I'm going to show these videos so everyone can understand why I am so passionate about the product line we have here, because we're buying so many toxic products that we're putting on our skin, on our bodies, especially for Black and brown people. I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to let you guys come to your own conclusion after you have watched this video. So let me go to share. Come on. Okay. So let's go back to the beginning. Let's scroll back to the, oh, geez. All right. All right, volume. Why am I not hearing? Where did I mute it? Oh, over here. Let's move this out of the way. I need for you guys to hear it.
Environmental injustice. So that's one of the I would say the most tragic.
Okay, let's fix that because it's double here. All right, let's start over.
I am something quite startling that I read when I was going through all of your work is that beauty and hair products marketed to Black women.
Okay, hold on, let me stop it.
Toxic.
We can hear it.
Oh, you can hear it?
Yeah.
That is known as environmental injustice. So that's one of the, I would say, the most tragic circumstances that we're facing as a society.
Yeah, now let me share your screen because you stopped it.
Oh, sorry.
Most amount of toxins are low-income people and people in ethnic groups. And so some of these products that are marketed specifically to Black girls contain some of the worst ingredients I have ever seen. And I think it should be outlawed. Like you said, the fragrances, the endocrine disruptors, these harsh detergents, some formaldehyde releasers. Formaldehyde's a human carcinogen. What place does it have in a beauty and personal care product? It doesn't. It needs to be removed. There needs to be better regulations and better protection for vulnerable populations.
I was doing some research and I looked at Harvard Health and it said 50% of products advertised to Black women contain endocrine disruptors, which are those disruptors that are going to impact their hormones, increase their chance of things like cancer, infertility, etc., compared to roughly 7% that are advertised to white women. And these endocrine disruptors can impact fertility and increase their chance of getting cancer. Why is that? Why is that the case?
I think it has to do a lot with the types of products that certain demographics would gravitate towards. So depending on your hair type, what kind of products you might need, there really is no explanation to why these toxic chemicals are in those products in particular in such high numbers. That's really the problem, is why is it more prevalent for those populations than others? And I think this is an ongoing societal issue of environmental injustice and, to a certain extent, environmental racism.
Yes.
It really is. Yeah, you said it's a form of racism and it's a form of sort of environmental injustice. Are people aware of this?
I don't think so. I think the vast majority of people are entirely unaware of this, and studies show it, because there are studies showing that the earlier you start using cosmetic products, the higher your chance of coming down with breast cancer. And the people who had the highest prevalence were African American females. So I think it's a combination of the fact that there is some level of racism, environmental injustice, but also a cultural and societal preference for certain products.
So Black women are at the highest risk of getting breast cancer under the age of 40?
Yes.
What can be done about that, do you think? Is this something that the government have to do something about, or is it both something that we have to sort of increase our own public consciousness of and make better choices? Is there an easy solution to fix this?
I think if we wait for the government to take action, we'll be waiting for a long time. The cosmetic regulations in the United States were not updated until recently. And before that, the last update was when they were actually created nearly 100 years prior. 100 years had gone by. No change to the cosmetic regulations. None. Yet more and more products are being churned out without being tested, without knowing what the health effects are. And then later on, we see increases in all of these diseases that we've been talking about. So I think instead of waiting for the government, my goal and my purpose and my passion is to empower people with knowledge and solutions so they can take steps to protect themselves.
Is there a funding issue with Black-owned businesses and sort of these Black beauty products that is causal in all of this, in your opinion?
I think it really comes down to whether or not the creators of the products are aware of these risks and whether or not they are able to formulate in such a way that they don't use these types of ingredients. And I think that there has been a push for clean beauty, Black-owned clean beauty. I've seen it. Could it get cleaner? Yes, I think so. So I think it's only a matter of time before somebody creates it. And so I'm looking forward to that.
So let's stop there. I think I paused it. Okay. So, as she said, it's about education. I knew about this before. This has been going on for a long time with targeting the products that we're using. And I've always said it, we have to take charge of our health. We have to be mindful about what we're using because we have the highest cases of cancer, whatever the health challenges are. Our community has the highest case of everything. And it's not just because it's your fault. It's also because of the products that are being sold to us. So for me, I stay away from a lot of the products that says made in the USA. I just don't buy them because I don't trust the product line here. And I know if I'm getting something from Korea, they're very strict, especially this company, in how he makes his decision with the product he's going to bring to his website. So when you hear me say, you use these products here, it's about your health, your overall health. Because I meet a lot of beautiful Black women, and the first question they ask me, is it made in the USA? Or more, is it Black owned? But we have to remember, it's great that we are trying to start establishing and making our own products, but at the same time, keep in mind, most of the individuals that's starting up to make their own product line do not have the funding to make sure they're putting in they're using products that's not going to be toxic. Most of these products are probably made in China or someplace and then brought back to the US and sold to us. They're not at the plant overseeing everything that's going on. So we really have to look at everything deeply. Yes, it's great, but they don't have the funding to make sure there are no toxic chemical going in. So I do not buy products here when I'm thinking about supplements, even before Atomy. I used to use another product that did wonders, but of course it's not like Hemoheme. There was no detoxification, but it was building your stuff. I got it from England. Also keep in mind that most of the supplements you're buying at Walmart and CVS, and it's the same 5 pharmaceutical companies that's making almost 90% of these supplements that's on the market. The same pharmaceutical company that's making them. I was telling Nick this morning, I wish I had saved the video, but I did like the video, so I'm going to go back and pull it up for next week. This young lady sharing her testimony. She just came out of the hospital from a supplement that she was taking. It's a hair, nail, and whatever supplement. It gave her jaundice. So guys, you have been led to this website for such a time as this. Stop buying the products out there when God has opened your eyes to something better. You don't have to worry about the fact that they're not clean. They disclose everything on here. He's very, very meticulous in going to where the products are being made, overseeing everything. And if he does not approve of it, or even when we have the product and if they make changes to it and he doesn't approve of the changes, we lose that product. So you have a product line here that works for Black skin, work for Black hair, and you don't have to worry about all the list of things she just mentioned here that is in the products that we're buying over the counter. And that's all I'm going to say. Is there anyone have any feedback on what I just shared? Come on, people, let's open up and talk about what we just saw here.
Good morning. I was asking, is there a way we can have a link of this video, please?
Okay, I'll post it in the chat.
Thank you very much.
It's not like good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, very unfortunate, but it is what it is. So the onus is on us to take care of ourselves. That's my feedback.
Okay. Anyone else?
Good morning. Thanks, Novelet, for sharing this information. You know, there's a passage that says, "My people perish because of the lack of knowledge." And so when we don't know, we don't know. And so thank you for this. Now that you have enlightened us, we can now go and enlighten others, you know, about their whole health, not just the supplements, but, you know, like you said, the facial products and everything else. So thank you for this.
Yeah, the body wash, the body lotion, the detergents that we're using. But guys, I hope you noticed, she said they found 7% toxicity in the products that were marketed to the whites. What was ours at? Did she say 70%? That's a vast, that's criminal. So, you know, we just have to really research and just don't buy something, because I tell people all the time, if it is the most marketed on television, I'm not buying it, because you don't know what's in it. Do your research. But for me, if it is on the Atomy website, I'm not going anyplace else to buy it. That's just me. So I have one more video to share. Let me stop sharing and go ahead and get it. Because as Miss Monique just said, it's all about education. So I have one more to share. Where is it? Okay. So, and then we can, let me pause this. Unmute. Go back. So hopefully we will walk away today thinking about what we're spending our hard-earned money on, that we work hard, so hard. And then we're buying products that's killing us. So here is the other video I have.
Week, New York State bans laundry detergents Arm & Hammer, Tide, and Gain for recently testing above the new legal limit for a probable carcinogen called 1,4-dioxane. The CDC states that it can be harmful to the eyes, skin, lungs, kidneys, and can even cause cancer. Now, the thing is, the synthetic chemical is still in laundry detergents, but the ones that were banned tested above the new legal limit. In doing this research, I found terrifying information that this chemical is found in the tap water in 45 states across the nation, affecting over 90 million Americans. The California Department of Toxic Substances said it is concerned about the potential adverse impacts on Californians from exposure, especially children. This contamination is due to runoffs from solvent production, industrial spills, and discharges from municipal wastewater plants. No federal maximum limit for drinking water has been established, which is frightening because not only are we wearing these chemicals, we are ingesting them.
Okay. So that's it for me, Sharon. So guys, You hear me say it all the time. We're buying the products and using the products that's killing us. And I know a lot of Atomians, they have this website, they have their own website, and they do not use the products that's on their website. They go to the store and say, well, you know, they were having buy one, get one, or it's cheaper, or it's this. But is it worth the risk of your health? That's what I'm leaving for those who are not using all the products that's here. Hopefully, these videos, you will think about it, dwell on it, and say, is my health worth the risk of getting a buy one, get one free, or getting the free money back gift card that these stores are giving, Target or whoever is giving you back. When you shop, you get money back on your card. Is it worth it? Is it worth your health? Because there's so many people that have passed on that I know. I mean, people in their 40s, it is not, you know, people say, oh, you know, God took them. No, a lot of us are dying before our assigned date. Many of us, and many individuals have gone to an early grave because of lifestyle choices, and some didn't know, as we say, lack of knowledge. But we're informed. We have the website here. These products have no toxic chemical in them. Everything on here is about your health, and you will hear me say it all the time. All the time. Arm & Hammer, Tide. Those are like the #1 detergent that's being sold that most people are using in their home. We just saw it right here on the screen. You don't.
And yeah, I just want to say, like, you would think Arm & Hammer is, you know, something that you say, oh, it's Arm & Hammer, we can use this. This is
exactly.
Because we look at Arm & Hammer soda, and we would think, but this is how they deceive us. And you know, they say everything that is hidden shall be revealed. And this is what we're going through right now, guys. It's up for us. It's up to us to decide whether we want to stay in darkness or we want to return to light. So Atomy is a company, was not just a coincidence, guys. I meditate on this all the time. Even I noticed where I saw a documentary, an old documentary back in the day, that Asia was the one that had the secrets to the plants. Okay? Yeah. So God didn't use here to make it happen. He went out of here because this is where where we are target right here. So, and you know, some of the products is not going to be approved here.
Exactly.
So they know why, because especially the knees, I have never seen so much plague on our knees. I've never, guys. And if we can wake up and decide that, okay, put our hands in God's hand right now so he can guide us through the spiritual, because we have a spiritual entity inside of us that we decide whether we want to go to the left or to the right. So when you don't make a decision, you stay lukewarm, and you can suffer the consequences. And don't use God and say, oh, God, you did this. No, he did not. You made your own decision to go healthy or to stay in darkness. That's it. Guys, I take the product because I understand the product. I understand the food is not nourishing at all anymore. I understand that we have a chance to make our choices because there are doors opening now for all that is hidden is being revealed. So it's our choice, yes or no, dark or light, or do we want to? You know, people have a tendency of saying, "Oh, we have to." It comes with old age. Crap. That is crap.
Thank you for
Okay? That is crap. It has nothing to do with old age. It has to do with how we protect our temple. And God is opening doors that we are able to protect our temple. So we have no excuse. I mean, I talk to people, oh, I'm not sick. But what do you eat, though? What are you putting in your body? You might not detect it now, but for the future, it's going to tell you, because you're not going to feel the consequences of it until it's all gathered up. And now you cannot do anything about it. So and guys, I am so, like Novelist is passionate. I'm passionate about reaching out to my people and tell them, no, you don't have to walk. You don't have to limp. You choose to limp. You don't have to have, oh, I see people all the time. I have bone on bone. Nah, unacceptable. Unacceptable. So we can do it now or we can suffer the consequences later. You know, it's not about money, it's about our health right now. And I saw in the scriptures where it talk about our health. But we know that things was been a little tampered and they make note of what they're gonna do with us and we don't even see it. Because you have to have discernment to really go in that book and put into perspective what's going on with us. Okay. And the target, like you said in the video that you showed, it said our ethnic group of people, right? So the target is us from day one.
It's always
Day one, guys, day one. And it's still going on secretly. So we make our choice what we want to do. Stay in darkness or revert to light. I don't know what else to say. I don't. But yeah, guys, we have to share with other people, not just us here on the Zoom. We have to go out there and use the power that we have installed inside of us to share with others and let them know. No, I tell people straight up, and I say, no, you don't have to live. You choose to live because you're locking yourself with knowledge. So, and then I go from there, you know. But guys, we have to share with others, and we learn here to go out and share what we learn here. Now you see all this powder she showed a few minutes ago and stuff. I loved the powders back in the day because it was I like the smell. That's how they get us with the smell. It sent up the whole house when you wash. And that's how we got caught. But now that Atomy is in my midst, I don't buy anything else. Zero. Don't, even if you give me a free, no. No thank you. All right. So guys, we have to really take that knowledge and use it. Really, we have to. And that's all I have to say here.
Thank you so much, Miss Valderine. Thank you, thank you. I'm gonna post the video because I switched it to my phone so I can post the video in the chat. So it's disheartening when you see things like this, but God reveals for us to make better choices. That's my take on it. Because
So
as
now,
Miss Valderine, go ahead.
no, finish what you were saying, and then I'll just hear something.
No,
Go ahead.
she said everything that's in the dark must come to light. And I believe that we're in the time where God is revealing everything that's been hidden because we just see it coming left and right. And none of us should ever be at the place where we're saying, wow, the knowledge is out there. Go search for it. If you don't know something, go on Google and Google it. Another thing I want to say too, I watched another video. And guys, this is where I want us as a people to be careful. Many of, especially Blacks, are being diagnosed with cancer and diabetes and are being treated for something that you've never had. And I know someone that was diagnosed having cancer. I think they told her she was stage 3. She's Jamaican, but she lived in England for years. So she was getting ready to go back to England to do her physical. And they put her in the room, did the work on her. Oh, you need to start taking chemo right now. You're going to die, blah, blah, blah. And she said, well, I'm going to England next week. I already have it scheduled. I have my ticket. Can it wait until I come back? And they're like, no, 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 you have to do it now. And she said, well, I'm not going to lose my ticket, so it's going to wait until I come back. She went and did her physical. She said she didn't say a word to them while she was there. She did all the physical. They did all the tests. They did everything. They scanned her. They did everything. And the doctor said, oh, you're fine. And she said, I'm okay. He said, yes. She said, I don't have cancer. She said, the doctor looked at her and said, why would you even ask that question? She said, oh, because my doctor told me last week before I left that I had cancer. And he said, what? So he said to her, where did he tell you have the cancer? And she told him, he said, I already did a check on you. You do not have cancer. She came back. The doctor is calling her. She said, oh, I'm good. I'll be okay. She never had cancer. So just be mindful as a people, because there have been cases where that has happened. So we as a people have to be very, very careful. We cannot just take everything that is told to us, because a lot of us are so, oh my, and listen, I'm not saying they're all evil, but as a people, because it's just us here, we have to be mindful. We have to be mindful and just make sure you're taking care of yourself. Take the hemoheme, drink your water, exercise. You can prevent these things from happening if you start making your health your number one priority after the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Do the best that you can, and the rest is in God's hand. So that's there, and I didn't have any other topics, so if anyone else wants to talk about something, I just wanted to bring that out today. I know we come here and, you know, it's open call on Friday, so I figured today's a great day to do that.
So now, recently I had an experience. There are two things I want to touch this morning. Well, you kind of learned that I went to the hospital the other day, just in part, and I discovered something, that these guys who call themselves doctors, I just want to just issue a warning to my people and to the family and to Atomians at large. Some of these doctors are so untrustworthy. Don't take everything what they say. And I believe that we're in a time right now that the underbelly of some of these medical practitioners it's all about I hate to say it, but there's some racist doctors around us, and not all doctors are about health and wellness. Just need to say that. So you gotta be don't outsource your don't give them all the power. Research and inquire. When I was growing up, Novelet, I used to observe with dismay back in Jamaica how quickly and how easily folks would say to me and to their counterparts, their colleagues, if they went to a doctor, they would be gladly, happily saying, "Doctor say, doctor say," and whatever the doctor said, they would just embrace that. Doctor, give me glasses. Doctor, give me crutches. Doctor say, and they would take this like the final. That's the word, and it was this outsourcing of their belief, of they're giving the power to the doctor, and I'm saying no. And they would be happy if they got glasses, if the doctor recommend crutches, if the doctor say you want to amputate your, they would just love it, and the doctor say. And I say no. The next thing I want to say now to all of us this morning, do you use this Maggi seasoning Novelet, or Maggi products in your cooking?
The Maggi chicken noodle?
Maggi chicken noodle, Maggi seasoning.
Yeah.
Do you use it?
Yeah, I know about it. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, when I tell you this, you might want to reconsider. One of the number one selling products all across Africa is Maggi. Maggi is used in cooking and in whatever. Biggest import in Africa. Now, a lot of folks don't know this. 7 million Jews, more or less, were killed in that 1940, 41, 45, whatever, Second World War, the extermination of the Jews. But so little is known that in the Congo, over 40 million 40 million blacks were it was a genocide in the Congo. And Belgium was the chief perpetrator. Maggie is from, and we can research it. It's of Belgian origin, and so Mr. Maggie in all of those has been the continued agenda of exterminating the black race. Maggie is entirely toxic, and there's a story behind Maggie. So since we are in the wellness space, I just have to tell you that this is one product that you don't want to have in your cabinet.
Yeah, I stopped using that a long time ago because once I looked at the ingredients, I don't use it.
Not to mention the sodium content.
Exactly.
Over 1,200 yes. But the name Maggie is a toxic name, and that needs to be out of our kitchen. That there's a story of genocide behind Maggie. Just gonna let you know.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Vena, I see your hand, brother.
Thank you, CJ. I don't know how to thank you for bringing that up. That's an experience that I did myself when I used to be in Haiti because I studied chemistry. I have a degree in chemistry, but when I came to the city, I just switched to computer. That's one thing from day one, the experience we did with that on the lab. That's 100% poison. But some people, he acts like, take a little bit of time, to do his job. It works in you. Some, we do it faster. So guys, thank you very much for this momentum. Morning, the microphone, open mic, that's a blessing.
Yeah, it is.
And thanks, my brother, thanks for sharing. Thanks for sharing, my brother.
I thank you, Venel, for sharing, and I'm thanking you for doing what you're doing. But there's so much that we don't know, and we need to know. We don't outsource our strength and our power to doctors. We don't do that. We study, we cross-reference, and we are now in that information age, Venel. I mean, this is the information revolution age. We don't have to wait for someone to tell us. And I'm so grateful for Momentum Mornings because it's about wellness conversations. And so from the utensils that we use, the water that we drink, and now that I'm waiting for you to expose the all that there is to be said about water. You are not sick, you are thirsty. The spoons that we are using, and the plastic. The other day I was so hurt, Mr. Venel. I dared to walk outside. I took off my slippers and all my shoes, and I was walking about in the grass, and someone, a young lady, was saying, "Wow," with disdain. Mr. CJ, I'm walking barefooted, and it was like something wrong, something bad. And I thought to myself, doesn't anyone ever know about earthing? Do we know the danger of plastic? That with the invention of plastic cups, plastic plates, plastic shoes, the sneakers,
plastic clothing, not to mention plastic clothing. Hold on, most of the workout clothing we're buying are made from plastic.
Stop it. And by the way, this weekend, I want to invite those on the call. Just try it. Just take off those slippers, take off those sandals, take off that plastic sneakers, and walk about. Just allow your feet to touch the grass and the earth. Yes. So what? Your feet get dirty. Okay, go just wash your feet when you're done. Because an important part of our wellness has to do with grounding and earthing. So
nature.
Absolutely. Hug a tree. Do you know that if you are depressed, I don't care how depressed you might be, just take a walk in the park, just take a walk through nature, and all that will just all by itself will just lift and just evaporate into thin air. You will not come back home feeling depressed.
You know something, CJ? When I lived in New York, right? We used to go to Central Park a lot because our company would have a lot of activity there. And you would be amazed all these businessmen you would see at the park, well dressed. But you know what they were doing? Walking with their shoes in their hands, just walking, just grounding themselves. Yes.
Absolutely.
And I didn't know anything about, I wasn't into health at that time. I knew nothing about it. So I didn't understand what they were doing. But every time I would go, you see a lot of business. They're just there walking with their shoes in their hands. And that's when I learned years later, I said, that's what they were doing. They knew that they needed to be out there grounding themselves because that's where we're from. We're from the dirt.
Absolutely.
That's how they were de-stressing themselves in the park, walking in the grass. And we're wearing all these shoes now that's made from plastic. So even though we're walking on the ground, because the sole of our shoes is plastic, most of them are that way now. We're not getting that connection. But even if you have tile, what I found out is if you have real tile, it also helps. But the carpet blocks it. Anything that's and these fake wood floor blocks it. So just go outside, walk in your backyard. Most people have perfectly manicured lawn because they're not growing anything. Go walk outside in the perfectly manicured lawn. Well, hopefully you're not spraying Roundup and things like that on the lawn. Oh, since I mentioned that, guess what, guys? Vinegar will kill all the weeds in your lawn and it will not destroy the soil.
If you mix your vinegar with a little sugar, watch your plants sprout leaves. Green, green, green.
Yes. And if you want to kill weed, just keep pouring that vinegar on it. It'll kill all the weeds.
Toxic stuff.
Yeah. And then that way you can walk on your lawn, ground yourself every day. But if you're a gardener and you're in the ground and you're connecting with nature with your hands, you're connecting to the ground. So there's so much to health that we don't know now. But now that we know, go out there in nature. I love going to the park and walking. It is just so serene, so peaceful. I get in my car and I drive and we go and we walk and walk. And it's what nature does for you is just truly unbelievable. So
supplementation is good, Novelet, but there's so much more.
There's more. There's much more.
One of these days, we're going to talk about some financial wellness because it's no point that we are taking all these supplements and we are doing all the exercise and some basic financial literacy issues that we're not aware of. That you can put some money over there, leave it for 2 years, and it can grow at 8, 9, 10%, and before you know it, your money has doubled and tripled, easy breezy. So now that there's so much that is going on in the wellness space, and we need to just unpack this thing and talk about all about it. Breathing properly. Breathing, there's a right way to breathe, and there's a wrong way to breathe. Drinking water. Yes. The equation. Yeah, you have to you measure you get your weight and you drink half your okay. But how do you drink your water? And when do you drink your water? Important. So over to you, Navlet.
Here's one last one I wanted to share. And are you seeing my screen? Mr. CJ, can you see my screen?
No, I can't see your screen.
I see you. See you.
See you.
Oh no, you don't need to see me.
We
You're
see
seeing
you.
me?
Still seeing you.
Where?
Oh, we just see
We
your
see
picture.
Your
Okay.
picture.
Oh, okay. You're seeing my photo. Okay, because I'm like, my camera is muted. Okay, let me go back to sharing screen. I want you guys to see this. Somehow, when I was trying to log into my phone, it switched from the computer to my phone. I didn't even know I could do that.
Yeah, I didn't even know I could do that either until I found
Yeah,
out one day.
yeah. I was
Well,
trying to log into my
I was
phone.
watching. I'm watching this Momentum Morning Live on YouTube. How about that? You hear that, Nick?
No. Okay, are you seeing my screen now?
No.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's log in. Well, keep talking while I log back into the computer because that's weird. I did not even know I could do that, but it automatically switched me to the phone and I was no longer on the computer.
Yeah, it switched you to the phone.
Yes, which is amazing. I did not know that. So I'm going to join back on here. Let me,
Yeah,
sorry,
leave
let me
your
close.
yeah, leave your because
I'm logging out.
So Nick, there, Nick.
I'm here.
Yes, I was saying that
Oh, let me
anyone can.
because she's echoing.
Yes, she is. So we are live on YouTube right now. So
Yes, we
one
are.
can. So just for us all to know that.
Yep, guys, we are live on YouTube. YouTube, I learned recently that YouTube is very fickle. It wants to go live sometimes, it doesn't want to go live sometimes. So I'm lucky to be able to go live right now. So everybody is live on YouTube. So for those who are new to Momentum Mornings, some of our calls will be on the under the video tab under YouTube under our Momentum Morning, and some will be under the live stream section of the Atomy Momentum. So you guys just have to flip flop between those two tabs um on your YouTube whenever you type in Atomy Momentum Morning on YouTube. Uh, there is two tabs. One is the video tab, and the other one is the live stream tab. Right now, this call is being on the being live stream, so it'll be in the live stream tab, uh, going on live right now. So other people are able to see us right now. They don't necessarily need to be on Momentum Morning on Zoom, but they are tuning in on the live stream as it's going on right now. So if you guys are out and you don't have a good connection and you want to use the YouTube link, you're more than welcome to join that way instead of coming on to the Zoom.
And by the way, Nick, the volume is stronger on the YouTube channel. So
Yes.
if you're having, yeah, it's crisper and clearer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, because most of my YouTube videos, what I do is I put them live in 1080p. So everything is 1080p with my videos. So any of my videos, even the ones on my Team Atomy Unlimited YouTube channel, they all HD. Some of them, one or two of them are in 4K. If I'm lucky to be able to get the 4K to work, but most of my videos are all in HD on YouTube. Yeah. So you guys can go ahead and share those YouTube channels, especially the ones with Team Atomy Unlimited. It has a whole series of videos done by a bunch of our product professionals, which is like Novelette, Miss Jin, also Miss Angelica Harris. So there is a couple videos on there as well. That is also very good. Okay, so that you can go back and share with all your partners and business partners and consumers. Okay, because we went over a couple products in detail. All right, Novelette, are you ready?
Can you co-host me back, please?
I did.
Okay. Okay. Share. Oh, let's minimize here. So this is what I wanted to share. So it's showing what, our organs, the blood requires iron, which we know, the liver, copper, your thyroid, iodine, which we talked about yesterday, your heart. We talked about this too. Your pancreas, your prostate, and your adrenal, and your bones and your connective tissue. And we have, what is this here? Our hemoheme and the plant calcium. And then we also talked about that other supplements yesterday. For those of us who were not here, we touched on, let's go there. We touched on this new supplement here, this new baby. And it's packed, filled with nutrients. So if you were not on the call yesterday, we just highlighted all the supplements that's in this. So it's not just an energy drink.
Not just an energy drink, it's a power boost.
Mm-hmm. And it's food for the body as we're putting it in our water, because look what's in it. So we know we're getting what we need for our different organ, as I showed it in the just now. Let's go back. So we have all these great products on our Atomy website that's going to keep us healthy and strong and energized. And best of all, living healthier. So we're not coming down with these chronic and degenerative disease that we see everyone else around us coming down with. We're not going to have the joint issue, because on the Korean side, we have the tumescent. We have wonderful products over there for your joints. And let me also touch on something as CJ mentioned, with water. Water cushion your joints. We need water for our joints and hips. We become dehydrated, so does your what's it called? The cartilage in there. It dries out. It holds water. So if you are chronically dehydrated, there's no water going in, and your body's using that little bit of water to keep you alive. It's taken from other parts of your body, so it has water to use. So now there's no water in your cartilage in your knees. There's no water in the hips. There's no water for other parts of the body. I have had experience with people with no cartilage. They start hydrating. Oh, I'm going to have hip surgery or knee surgery. They didn't need it anymore, because as you put the water in, the body knows where to send the water. And the cartilage comes back. It's hydrated. There's water again. People are feeling better. They're seeing better. Their heart is functioning better, because believe it or not, your heart needs that water too. Every single organ needs water. And we have to remember that. That's also one of the reasons why we are so sickly. Because I will say this, okay, my sister, she had her son 8 years before I had my daughter. When she had her son, I forgot when, they sent her home with a case of water for the baby, for my nephew. 8 years later, when I had my daughter, guess what they're telling me when I asked for water for her in the hospital? Oh no, babies do not need water. You don't give your baby water because they don't need it. So they refuse to give me water. And I'm saying, what's wrong with this picture? How is it that 8 years ago they sent her home with a case of baby water and he was getting water in the hospital? Now, 8 years later, I have my child and they're telling me she doesn't need to drink water. So I insisted on water and they were not happy. And I said, I really don't care what you guys think. I want water. So they brought me the water and they were not happy, but I didn't care. So now we have a generation of kids, the perfect storm that they created, because my nephew's now in his 30s. That whole generation from my child's age up, I don't know when they started doing it before I had her, they're not drinking water. So many babies are ending up in the hospital with, what do you call it? Bladder infection. Why? Because they're not getting water. I saw it for myself when my daughter was still young and a young lady in my church had a baby and she was a nurse. She wouldn't give the child water. And I kept saying, you need to give her water. She said, I know she does not need water. But she would always ask me to babysit her. I said, if you leave her with me, I'm giving her water. So you know that. She said, okay. Anyway, one day I got to church and I see everyone looking at me. I said, what's the matter? They're like, we don't know how to tell you this. I said, what happened? They're like, well, what you have been telling Audrey came to pass. They had to rush that baby to the hospital, screaming in pain because she had a bladder infection because mama was not giving her water. Do you know how many babies end up in the hospital with that? Because they're telling people that they don't need water. We are water beings. We need water. If you are teaching little kids not to drink water, why would they drink it as they get older? Because they never got introduced to it, but they're drinking soda, they're drinking Gatorade. I see babies in strollers drinking soda, and I'm like, oh my God. You know, it's like the #1 cause of cancer amongst kids is soda. So anyway, water, 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 people. Because they have created this perfect storm. People are not drinking water, and now we have an outbreak of all type of health issues because water is like a sip to take your prescription, or oh, I don't need water, I'm drinking juice, so I'm getting it in. So guys, if you're not drinking a lot of water, please start. And I would say spring water, because purified water, reverse osmosis water, or distilled water, those are all dead water. Distilled water was created for car batteries. Reverse osmosis water is the cleanest water you will ever drink, but there's no minerals in it. And water must have minerals. Purification water you don't want either, because it's purified, it's not good for the body. So it's a uphill battle, but I say spring water. If you can find a good spring water that you like the taste. I don't drink bottled water. I've not had bottled water since 2008 because I have my own system. I do ionized water. So just do the best you can with your health. But please, if you're not drinking enough water, incorporate it. You are going to see a tremendous difference with your health as you start to drink water.
Marvelette, I had that same issue with my grandbaby. The mother came and told us, because my niece gave the baby, she just put the water to her mouth a little bit, just put the water to her mouth, and she found out and she went berserk. I'm from old school. My kids, they get water as they born, so I don't know. And we had a big thing about that because the baby didn't even drink the water. She said, no, she cannot drink water. This is how they school us, Lord. This is how they get us trapped. Because
Exactly.
ain't nothing changed from back in the day. Nothing's supposed to change, you know. And I had that experience. Don't get the baby no water.
Mm-hmm.
So what am I gonna do? That's her baby.
That's
That I
it.
can do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But if the baby with me, she gonna get water, like you said, you
Yeah.
know. But yeah, they changing things because they have to keep us coming into that dark ward. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
They have to keep our kids because they retraining the new generation right now. So
Yeah.
they're trying to get rid of us. We got too much power and control, so that we have to go.
Listen, the
That's
way
what
I
they.
did it started with getting rid of the older generation out of your home and putting them in a nursing home.
Yes,
So
yes.
now don't have the wisdom of the elderly around you because they're all in a nursing home. They're not in the home to teach you the knowledge. So now
Mm-hmm.
you go to these doctors that went to medical school and then they're telling you what they feel is best for your kids. But you're not getting the wisdom of, the Bible talks about the wisdom of the older generation. And these younger generation, they're having babies. And you have a baby, you don't know anything about it. You never had a child before. Thank God I had my mom. I listened to everything she said to me. She said, you have that baby, here's a girdle, put it on. It's gonna push your stomach back in. I didn't even have a choice. She's like, put it on. Hey, I listened. She stuffed me in that girdle. But you know what? I had no stomach. It worked. The old-fashioned way worked. They took the older folks out of the home and they're packing them in nursing home, and there's no wisdom being passed on. And it's just a mess.
Another thing with babies, I couldn't come outside to see the sun until it was 9 days. I stayed in a dark room for 9 days. Now they have the baby and they walking just right after the baby. And guys, you're still open to the universe with stuff is in the air and everything, and you can make yourself sick.
Yeah.
But people don't understand. Nothing changed.
Well,
The
that's
body's still
why,
open.
yeah, that's why this generation is weaker and weaker because they're not listening to the wisdom of the older generation. I was watching a video in China, they were showing, they put those women up in a private home for, I think it's 90 days. They are served, they cook for them, they do everything for them. And so many other countries have their different ways of what they do when mothers have babies. That's not done here. Guys, you need to go and see how the rest of the world treat women when they have babies. Yep. Compared to here, you have the baby and they send you home and you go back to work. Some people go back to work six weeks later and you're working. That's not how it's supposed to be. And that's why we come down with so many health issues here in America as women, because our bodies are still open. We need to rebuild that body. There's so much that happens to our bodies after we have babies, and it's just a vicious cycle.
Yeah. Hey,
So
now let's go ahead and wrap up. Let's continue this conversation on Monday.
Oh no, we don't need to continue on Monday. It's finished. Yes, it's 11:23.
Yeah. So let's wrap. Everyone, have a great weekend.
No, nothing in the chat, right? We don't want to miss anything, so we're good.
Yeah, we're good. There's nothing in the chat. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we'll see you guys Monday at same time. Like you said, Cole has an early special. You come on at 9:45, you get something special shown, and we'll see you guys.
Did you post those videos, Nick, that you played?
Yeah. Yes, I did. I posted in our Atomy Momentum morning group. Mm-hmm.
Is everyone on here a part of that group that can get access to those videos?
I can, Miss Nowlet.
Okay, I guess everyone else can. All right.
Okay. All right, great. So, yep, the videos.
Oh, hold on. I did post those 2 videos in the chat for someone that asked for it. I post them, so hopefully they got it.
Yeah, thank you very much. I already copied them. Thank you.
Okay, great.
Great.
Okay.
All right, guys. So
Have
we
a
will,
wonderful weekend.
yeah, have a good weekend. We'll see you guys back on Monday.
Hey, good.
Aja.
Nice to see you. Thank you.
God bless you.
And, yep.
Thank you, Aja.
Yep.